go. Oh, live from the future floodplains of Salt Lake City, it's Geek Show Podcast.
On this episode, we're live at Brewvies, of course, for our Saturday matinee, and we've got all the Star Wars for you. Do you know what a Star Wars is? If you don't, we're going to explain it on this episode of Geek Show. Thank you. Working?
Yeah, it worked.
It worked. Okay.
On the stream.
All right. It's so nice that we're all here.
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Hi, guys.
Hello there. Rebecca Frost, of course. Jay Whittaker joining us live.
Good morning.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Oh, he gets applause.
He gets applause.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's a stranger.
We see you all the time.
We're here all the time.
Yeah. Lee George Cade is here, of course.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I'm glad you fell for the bait.
You got a standing...
Oh, from Dr. Paul?
You got a yeah, from Dr. Paul.
I didn't get any applause.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Rebecca, I already told you you're my favorite part of the show.
I know, thank you. It's my birthday month, so you legally have to
I do
applaud
have
me.
to say that. Quad T, Too Tall Tony is here as well.
Hi.
All right.
And our host,
hi.
Mr. Kerry Jackson.
Monday through Friday,
Yeah.
6 to 10, x96.com.
Hero.
All right.
It's wild that you haven't let anybody know that your real name's Archibald.
Archibald.
Kerry, short for Archibald.
No one's supposed to know.
Archibald.
Archie Jackson.
Yeah, they call me
Jackson.
They call me Archie.
It's Action
All right.
Jackson's little brother.
Archibald.
No, let me go with you.
I'm Archie Jackson, and someday I'm going to do radio.
So
Someday.
So I was going to go to London to the Star Wars celebration, but then I remembered we had
Paris.
this.
The internet?
Paris.
London.
London. It's all the same, right?
To you,
Yeah. What do I know?
you're not an international man of mystery like I am.
I'll never will be.
Never will be.
Not with that attitude.
No. I was going to, but I remembered we have this movie here, so I couldn't go.
That you all voted for, and yet I see.
But all the Star Wars news happened this week, and there's a ton of it.
I'm
And
against it all.
I'm sure you are. Let's begin. They announced 3 more movies.
I am begging Star Wars to stop announcing movies unless they've made them.
I'm not. I'm ready for this.
Because they keep...
No, they keep announcing movies and then canceling them.
They didn't announce it. They did it in person this time.
But they did it with Taika Waititi at the last Star Wars celebration.
But then he did that last.
It's for
Thor movie.
shareholders, that's all.
Pageantry.
Wait,
It's just to boost the stock,
Tony?
and
Yeah.
then they throw it away later.
I like the stock. I like the stock.
I like a veggie stock.
There are 3 Disney shareholders sitting at the table. That's probably why we're so excited.
Exactly. But three new movies. All right. Now, the one is, and they don't give you a time as to when they're going to happen at all. But the one is James Mangold directing. Okay, that's good.
That is good.
That's good news.
It's if I remember, it's Yoda's last days and him looking back on his regrets.
Can we do like a
like
weekend
that
at Bernie's
story.
with Yoda?
We should. And what he's got planned is he's going 25,000 years before any of the timelines or stories told by the movies.
Well, I hope that on the crawl they add a third long
Long
ago.
time ago.
Yeah.
Or like extra O's.
Can we, like,
A long
we
time
need
ago.
like a local Star Wars like that. Is like, what's happening now? You know
we
what I mean?
find
Like,
out-
can we get a
Present day Star
Yeah, like
Wars.
present day Star Wars. Everything is trash. And
Mangold
that's
Star
this.
Wars is
Oh,
just going to
it's
be this wheat farmer in Kansas.
No, I think that's us, isn't it? Aren't we present day Star Wars?
Yeah, that's this. That,
The survivors made it
We're
to
not.
Earth.
We're
and
not
mated
far,
with
far
the,
away.
With
No,
the cave
that's
people.
Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, yeah.
Confused.
and the Empire's trying to rise again, but they're real bad at it.
Yeah.
The Empire's old and is no. Look, the Empire's really old and it's been having a hard time rising lately.
Yes.
I got pills for that.
Ew.
Empire wakes up and really wants to rise, but
I just like to say,
it!
I just like to say to the internet that if you'd like to advertise on the show, we could certainly, some sort of
we could rise to that occasion.
Your
know,
money is
what are they
valuable
called?
here.
erectile dysfunction drugs or something.
Please, no.
I'm afraid only our segments would.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, Picard can be sponsored by that.
Wow.
Wow.
Your guys' Picard deep
It's
dive.
almost the perfect title.
That was aimed right at us, Lee.
So there's some great things that we saw in the
don't
latest episode of Picard, but if you're looking to engage,
All right. So 25,000 years before any of the timelines of the stories told by the movies or the TV shows. And that's what James Mangold has planned. The other one is going to be after... What was the last one? The one that you
Rise of
disavowed?
Skywalker.
The last one was called
The Last Jedi.
The Last Jedi.
And we don't talk
Yeah.
about anything beyond
Yeah,
that.
I hear rumors there was a 9th Star Wars movie and a 2nd Highlander, and I don't believe you.
Okay.
There was a lot more than 2 Highlanders.
This
There
other
could
one,
only be one.
Whatever.
there was a TV series. Anyway,
At least one.
Animated kid show.
there
right?
was there.
I liked that one.
This other one is going to star Daisy Ridley as Rey.
Yeah.
And it
Air
takes,
quotes, like heavy air quotes
Yeah.
around everything.
and that'll be 15 years after this last.
So 40 years after A New Hope.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
And somehow Palpatine lived.
Oh my! Could you imagine?
If he was the
They
bad
bring
guy
him
in
back.
that, oh man.
Just
Now-
wheel them out.
Now,
I
the-
just think
Weekend
it'd be
at
funny
Bernie's,
if
but it's Palpatine.
if they cast an advisor and that actor is Ian McDiarmid and everybody's like, I don't trust that guy. I don't trust that guy. But he's like the nicest guy in the world. He's like, I brought everybody flan.
Thrawn's Flan.
Thrawn's flan.
Yeah, it's blue. And then Dave Filoni is doing a movie that is going to take all the TV shows, The Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett, and Ahsoka, and put them into a movie.
They're gonna force you to watch all of his shows because
Which
you
they
guys
are.
didn't watch Book of Boba Fett, so you missed.
I did watch Book of Boba Fett and it was awesome.
No, they've got some plot that they're going to share on all 3 of
'cause
those
they
shows.
just announced their Thanos.
Do you think
Yeah.
Bo-Katan is the titular Mandalorian?
No.
That's a lot of pew pew.
No,
That's
it's-
a lot.
That is.
It's turning into the Bo-Katan show.
That's a
it should
deep
be.
question.
Did you say they announced their new Thranos?
Tony.
Thanos.
Oh, Tony.
It would be Thanos.
Yeah!
It's nice that your parents could be here.
That's our boy.
They're very supportive.
They're very
Yes.
supportive of you
Get him, Tony!
and your jokes.
Dad.
But that's what they did announce with this Ahsoka Tano TV series.
Best
Movie?
looking
Oh,
trailer
TV.
I've ever watched 100
Can't
times
you-
on a Friday instead of working.
It was really something. But of course, my girlfriend Rosario Dawson.
Did you see when she was like, oh, and she threw her lightsabers into the
When
ground?
she was like,
and then she went, and then the thing fell, and she was like, I'm a badass. Oh, so cool.
We also found out that Mary Elizabeth Winstead is going to be playing Hera from.
Ewan McGregor getting his wife work.
And they showed when they showed Chopper in the back, I was just like, finally, we can hear a droid swear.
A
in
live action Chopper from.
Does R2 not swear a lot?
You don't know
get to
so
hear it?
much. Like when
Well,
you
he's
hear
all
Chopper,
bleeped out.
when you hear
He's
Chopper,
pre-censored.
when you hear Chopper swear, you know exactly what he said.
But Ray Stevenson as a Sith of some kind.
Okay.
He's a badass.
He looks pretty gnarly too.
He did.
with that orange lightsaber.
So you've got also Ivana Saka.
Don't
is a
say
joke
that. That's
name.
inappropriate.
This is a joke name.
I think the name is Yvonne Amanda Hug and Kiss.
Yes, sure. All these characters from Rebels are going to be showing up on.
Yeah, because we saw
Ahsoka.
Sabine,
Yes.
and there was a little picture of Ezra, but you couldn't tell because he was stuck in a vent.
Yeah, he was announced. I have an actor playing him. Let's
Yeah,
see.
and he's very pretty.
Yes.
He's like one of the prettiest men alive.
And Hayden Christensen is going to be back as Anakin Skywalker with some flashbacks. I
with
guess.
it.
My boy.
So there you go.
It's coming down from the farm.
But the villain will be Grand Admiral Thrawn. And
love
it's Mickelson, the guy who voices.
Yeah, he did a great Thrawn voice.
Yeah, he's going to be playing Thrawn.
Yeah.
In the Ahsoka show, and then eventually in, I guess, Filoni's movie.
I feel bad because I think I got a little bit with Michael Beck a little earlier. People really want to know how I feel about Thrawn coming back, and
Yes.
I'm excited. I'm also guarded. But I think it's in capable hands. But if this is what this movie's going to be, is the grand showdown
Yeah.
of the fledgling New Republic, as we've learned from recent episodes of The Mandalorian, not so great. The New Republic's not what they thought it would be. It's just another bureaucracy, right? So
Meet the new
seeing-
boss, same as the old boss.
Right, seeing how they rise to the occasion of, oh God, it's Thrawn.
Yeah. Also, The Acolyte is another Disney Plus series.
Yeah,
that we got.
horny old Star Wars. They have an intimacy coordinator.
They do?
Yeah. The Acolyte has an intimacy coordinator.
Yeah, for all Yoda scenes.
Respect
For
the
all
puppets.
that High Republic Jedi love making.
Getting busy we shall. Coordinate.
It's a pretty sexy cast, I'll say that.
Manny Hancito.
Yes.
Danny DeVito?
No, Manny Hancito.
Oh, okay.
The creators described it as Frozen meets Kill Bill.
I don't understand.
No.
I'm trying to wrap my head around.
That's how I've been describing Picard season 3.
Hey, attachments, let it go.
I see what you did there.
It says that it's set before the prequels in a time when the bad guys are outnumbered.
It's
It's the High Republic.
Yeah,
It's
that's
the High
when there
Republic.
was like 10,000 Jedi and they were just
A bunch of
They were
Jedi
all
cops.
wrong.
So that's
they were
they didn't release a trailer for this. It was just
They
announced.
did a few shots.
They
We saw some gold lightsabers.
They showed a trailer, just not for the public.
exactly.
Yeah, somebody was just like, we need to sell more of those crystals.
So
at
they
Disneyland.
actually have started production on it.
Yeah.
They showed a trailer at Celebration.
At Celebration.
okay.
Yeah.
So from horny Star Wars, we go then to Skeleton Crew, which is the opposite
Bone down.
because it's
Skeletons.
You try and make this
'Cause-
not sexual.
I can't.
He can make it sensual.
It's Jude Law. That's going to be
was gonna
horny
say.
for some folks.
Yeah, Jude Law.
but-
Tell me to try not to make it sexual.
but he's like the babysitter of these kids, apparently.
Ew. Well, some people are hot for babysitters, though.
Yeah, new footage introduced Jude Law, child actors, all playing these young Jedis, I guess, is Jedis in training.
Well, this is the one where the guy has to run away with the Jedi kids.
yeah, exactly.
But this is also the one where the Daniels get to do an episode.
Yes, and Bryce Dallas Howard's going to direct one too.
Nice.
There's so many.
John Watts as well.
Bryce Dallas Howard, as far as I'm concerned, can just do all Star Wars.
Yep.
Yeah.
Her episodes are great.
She gave me a droid bar.
As, yeah.
Did you
she's-
cry?
she's
Did you
cool.
cry? Did you cry when they showed the droid bar?
I like her.
Yeah.
You
Me
didn't.
too.
Did you see the most recent?
Yeah, Mandalorian.
With the droid bar?
The droid bar, it broke my heart.
Did you openly weep?
I
Law
did.
and Order
yeah.
Special Droid Unit. They went to the droid bar. They went to the
Yep.
droid morgue. They had literal droids moving crates saying, I don't know nothing about nobody.
Hey, I don't know nothing.
Yeah. I actually, the Glorious Republic of Kadistan awarded that episode of Mandalorian the highest honor, the laurels of Kadistan. They haven't accepted the gift that we sent them yet.
They also showed some footage for Andor season 2.
Ooh, I'm about to be so insufferable.
So much tension.
I'm
How
about to.
tense was it?
I'm about to be so sleepy.
It was.
I just do that for you, Rebecca.
It takes place 4 years after the first season, apparently. So he's like
So
learned.
what, like nothing happened in those 4 years?
wow!
I guess he's learned to spy.
I can't
okay.
wait to see what Mon Mothma's dinner parties have turned into.
Yeah, Lee, I literally can't wait.
It's just a bunch of knowing glances and drinks.
yeah.
I use it as inspo for my own dinner parties.
Hey, that silk dress looks familiar.
You'll be inviting Lizzo, I guess.
Yeah.
We invite
Lizzo
her-
and I share a birthday, by the way, April 27th.
Oh, I thought you were just going to say April.
April, yeah.
We share a birthday, April.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
birthday month.
Every day.
Then the other thing that they showed at the Star Wars Celebration, because it's Lucasfilm, is we got another trailer for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
It was really good.
In
I have
space.
to say,
It was really good.
I didn't want this movie, but now that I've seen that trailer, I'm like,
James Mangold. All you need to say is James
I'm
Mangold.
okay with it.
You know, you have like this how many poops you can give something meter, right? And I had maybe 1-2 poops to give this Indiana Jones movie, and it went all the way up to 10 poops.
They have a pill for that too.
yes, they did.
Yeah. I'm with him on that. You need a pill for that.
You do. You really do. This is the first Indiana Jones film not directed by Steven Spielberg.
I did have problems with the Rolling Stone song they were using in the Indiana Jones thing because they kept the woo woo thing going too long.
Woo, woo, woo. Well, that song keeps it going way too long.
Right.
Sympathy for the Devil.
Yeah, it's a great song, but with the theme, it was like
I think
pick a song, guys.
what happened was as I was watching it, I laughed aloud when he's being chased by a subway train.
It has
On a horse
Oh, okay. He's not running.
in the tunnel.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
running from the subway car.
I keep horses in tunnels.
And I
What?
I
not
hit
weird.
pause and I laughed out loud and I went, you know what though? Strangely, I'm okay with this.
Go back and watch the old ones. They're not. People take them too seriously
If
now.
anybody can outride a subway car on a horse, it's an octogenarian.
Yes.
I'll say it. I liked the fridge scene in the Crystal Skull.
I
I'm
like
okay with it. I like.
That's it.
I like the part where Mutt was swinging through the trees like a
I like the ants eating people.
Oh yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, just quickly here before we continue the news, next month is Geek Show's 15th.
50th.
Oh wow.
50th?
50th anniversary.
It feels like 50, but it's actually 15th. 15th anniversary.
We started the show in 1973.
Podcasting.
cans.
What was podcasting in the 70s?
Right.
Like?
Yeah, it was AM radio.
It was a radio show.
There was a fireside chat.
And then we'd pass it out on cassettes.
We were sponsored by malt liquor and cigarettes.
That's right.
Next up on AM 1240 KQEN, we've got something from somebody named Alice Cooper. Who names their son Alice?
It's true. I would hand these cassettes to people in parking lots and say, listen to my podcast. And they go, what is that? Just here, go.
You're just ahead of your time, Carrie.
I know, right?
Yep.
I invented the podcast.
Are
know
you
it.
Kevin Smith?
We know it. Everyone knows it.
Let's see.
15th anniversary.
15th anniversary. And we're going to have something special planned here for Saturday matinee.
Okay.
We're going to talk about that after we get done here to see if we can make that
Costumes required.
a reality. Possibly.
I'm coming as me.
It has.
I'm coming as Tony.
Everyone's coming as Tony, though.
It's the popular costume this year.
It's easy to do.
Make sure you bring your food pervert gloves.
Yep. I've invested heavily in shoe inserts, so everyone buy those.
Yeah.
But,
Get your stilts.
It'll
Short
be
kings.
it'll be the second Saturday of the month. So join us.
Yep.
Okay, let's talk about.
Archie Gimbel showed up.
Yeah. AM radio carries make a comeback. AM radio will rise again.
And before we get back to the gardening show,
Don't you dare write off AM radio just yet.
here's Stumpy Gimbal with the latest geek news.
I hate to break it to AM radio, but they're not putting you in new cars. I'm sorry, you're going away. It's true. Yeah.
Sirius XM, but AM radio.
Yeah. So let's talk about the other stuff that we got showed this week because it was a good week.
I am full from trailers.
And we'll start
She's a
with
trailer vampire.
We will start with the one that filled her up completely in her
Ugh.
soul.
You can't say that.
In her,
He said, "In your soul."
It works both ways, man. If you're doing it right.
No, I'm allowed to bully you
Okay,
guys.
all right.
Oh, is that how this works?
That's the new rules.
Okay.
The Barbie trailer,
Barbie.
which I have to admit, I after watching it, I went, okay, I'm in. I'll be there. And I did some research on Barbie.
Research.
Barbie lore.
Barbie lore.
Deep Barbie lore.
It is a deep and storied lore that goes back more than 50 years.
It really does. But here's the okay. In the movie, everybody is Barbie, but you're like President Barbie. Is that right?
You got President Barbie. You got Nobel Prize winner Barbie. You have Scientist Barbie. You have
Diplomat Barbie.
Diplomat Barbie.
Writer Barbie. You've got
Astronaut Barbie?
physicist Barbie.
Barbie can be anything.
Journalist Barbie. Lawyer Barbie. Doctor Barbie. Judge Barbie.
Barbie can be anything. President Barbie.
So they're all in this movie. They're played by different people, but that's who they are. They're all Barbie.
Hi, Barbie.
Now here's where I did some research about Midge, who is also apparently in the movie.
She's Barbie's kid sister.
Midge.
No, Midge is Barbie's friend.
Midge is
Skipper's her sister.
Barbie's longtime best friend,
Stacy
Midge,
was her sister.
was introduced during the toy line's vintage days. In later iterations, she eventually marries a male doll named Alan,
Michael Cera.
who is played by Michael Cera.
All right, I'm in.
He's the lone.
His
everyone
name is
else,
Alan.
Yeah, everyone else and every other guy in the movie is Ken,
Just Ken.
just Ken, except him.
Alan.
He's Alan. Now,
And he's Ken's friend, and all of Ken's clothes fit him.
yes, they do. So
That's a rather
That's like
Machiavellian-
literally the selling point of Alan.
So in the toy line, Midge and Alan get married and have kids. But that was deemed too, she's too young or something to. So they erased that.
They didn't want girls playing with pregnant Barbie.
They didn't. That was it. They erased that. They brought back Midge and Alan, just unmarried. So I wonder if they're going to do that in the movie, if that's going to happen.
A mid-movie retcon.
Yes. I hope. I hope they
There
do
we
that.
go.
I want an Allen movie.
You need an Alan movie, don't you? But yeah, 15 different variations of Ken, 3 body types, 7 skin tones, 8 hair colors, 9 different hairstyles. This is I went down the Barbie hole.
Oh, you can't say that
That's research.
either. You can't say that either.
That's research.
He said down.
That makes it worse.
Does that make it worse?
The views and opinions of Kerry Jackson in no way reflect the views of the Geek Show podcast or Double Plus Entertainment.
It's research. It's right here.
Yep.
Anyway,
It's on the paper.
It's on the paper.
Sponsored by Research Malt Liquor.
These notes are often wrong, but they rarely lie.
Okay.
I love
Now,
that
there are-
so much.
How do we know? You printed them.
I know.
Carrie, are you turning into Chat GPT?
I think I am.
Here's what Chat GPT said about Barbie.
I think I am.
This whole thing got derailed at Barbie Hole. What were you
Anyway,
saying?
sorry.
Barbie hole, yes. Back to that.
Barbie doesn't have holes.
Now there
Neither
are
does Ken.
there are human characters in the movie, and we know this from the poster. Will Ferrell is in it, and his posters say "Call me Mother."
Yeah. So okay.
Not Mother?
Do you want to know what the movie is rumored to be about?
Now this is just rumors
Well,
because I did my research.
Spoilers.
So the Barbie. If you look at the Barbie trailer, at the Barbie movie theater, they're playing The Wizard of Oz. So I'm thinking it's a reverse Wizard of Oz scenario where she essentially Barbie. This is in the description of the movie too. She has an existential crisis, so she decides to leave Oz.
Leave Barbie Land.
Leave Barbie Land and go to the real world. And Will Ferrell's character is the president of Mattel.
So it's a Lego.
It's kind of like a Lego movie, yeah.
So he's playing the same role from the Lego
Essentially.
movie.
What if it's the same universe?
What if this is part of the...
Oh man.
Everything is awesome, you guys.
So there you go. Anyway, the other one that we got. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse trailer number 2.
The sexiest trailer of the week.
Peter B. Parker is a dad.
Because, it's funny, because I watched it and I thought, this looks cool. My wife watched it and she went, is that Oscar Isaac?
That was the
Naturally.
first. Yeah.
Oscar Isaac playing one of my favorite Spider-Man
Angry
incarnations.
Spider-Man.
Angry Spider-Man.
And there's something about Angry Spider-Man that makes you go,
He's Spider-Man 2099. I've always loved that costume.
yeah.
It's a great costume.
And the fact that he's playing Miguel O'Hara, aka Spider-Man 2099.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that. There are tons of Spider people in these trailers, and I think 90% of them are comics canon.
You had Spider UK. I saw Spider Punk.
Yeah,
It was one
he's-
of my favorites.
he's canon.
I just need Spider's Man. Because
I think he's in there.
Spider's Man's gonna make an appearance.
Spider's Man, which is thousands of sentient spiders that fill up a Spider-Man costume. It's
just terrifying.
I don't want that. No.
Yeah. But what I loved the most was it the Spot?
The Spot is the villain.
Because the bit where the bread was falling out of his stomach portal.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's the most ridiculous character, but he looks great.
But here's the thing: Jason Schwartzman is the voice of the
Nice.
Spot.
Even better.
But the Spot, I remember reading the comics when the Spot showed up as the villain, and he was lame. Nobody liked that, and he didn't come back. And now they've
Guess who's back?
they're like,
Back again.
oh no, wait,
Spot is back.
he's got some pretty cool powers actually.
Yeah.
We can mess with people.
Spot is back.
And just visually, being able to play with a character like that,
Oh, yeah.
visually in an animated, the trailer looks fantastic.
It was great. So go watch that. The other one, here we are, Tony.
Here we go.
Is it my turn finally?
It's your turn, Tony.
Yay!
DC's Blue Beetle trailer.
This trailer looked pretty
This
cool.
looks so cool.
Yeah.
It did look cool, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's so hard because he's so excited, and I'm excited too.
When was? But
I'm excited that y'all are excited.
when was the last time we saw a DC trailer and went, yeah?
Shazam 2.
Swamp Thing.
Well, I mean,
No.
besides you.
Oh, besides
I
me?
mean,
Wonder Woman.
yeah,
me.
it was good.
That was me.
Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah,
like,
that's a good one.
James
That,
Gunn,
that was
Suicide
it.
I don't want to do your dirty work.
Well, this kid, Solo Maraduena, I think is his name. Cobra Kai is where he's been on.
Yeah.
And he's playing Blue Beetle, Jaime Reyes.
Jaime.
Jaime Reyes, thank you. And they got the whole family knows that he's Blue Beetle.
Yeah.
Which I love that
I
dynamic.
love Latino superhero family. Give me it. I also love George Lopez calling Batman a fascist.
So this trailer,
That was the best part.
this trailer looks so good because you get all of that awesomeness, and then it looks like they're also going to incorporate somehow Ted Cord, or at least the fact
Yes.
that Ted Cord used
Ted
to be there.
Cord.
Who's
Yes.
Ted Cord?
Ted Cord is
OG.
the first Blue Beetle.
He's OG Blue Beetle.
Because if you look at the building that the tech comes out of, it's Cord Industries.
Industries, yeah.
Yeah, I do love that they're calling Batman out on that because really, by modern standards, we're talking about a sociopath billionaire
Yep.
who dresses up to beat up the mentally
Yep.
ill.
Fascism.
That's true.
And gets
needs
away
to
with it
be
because,
defunded.
as we know, rich people don't pay the same price as regular folks do.
Yeah.
Defund the Batman.
And that,
Defund the Batman.
but
Title of the episode.
He's kind of self-funded.
no, I'm not
true.
I'm not a DC person, and people have been asking me about what's the deal with Blue Beetle, and I've been describing it as imagine if Iron Man was alien tech. Am I doing
Kind
it right?
of, yeah. So the best
close?
the best entry level for Blue Beetle, I think, for most people would be watching Young Justice.
yeah.
He's
Okay.
in season 2 of Young Justice.
He's really good
and
at
it
it.
all focuses around kind of the Beetle
Scarab.
and its origins. Yeah, the Scarab and other Scarab, and, yeah, it's super good.
The Ted Cord Blue Beetle was if Batman was a dork.
yeah,
Oh.
Because
Ted
he's
Cord-
still rich as hell.
He's not as rich as Bruce Wayne,
But pretty rich.
But he's still pretty dang rich,
Yeah.
and he invents all his own tech.
Yeah.
And
Oh, so he's the guy in the second season of the White Lotus who like invents an app and then suddenly becomes rich overnight and like doesn't really know what to do with it.
I think Ted always had money.
did he come from a family of money?
Yeah, I think he always had money, and he was just like but
Aubrey
he wanted to
Plaza's- Aubrey
fight.
Plaza's husband.
He wanted to fight crime, but he was such a dork. And then he meets Booster Gold, and they become the two biggest idiots.
Yeah,
It's
and
so
their
good.
stories are great.
It's
together.
It's
glorious.
so good.
This if they ever do a classic Blue Beetle Booster Gold show
Well,
series
Inject
movie,
it into my veins.
Yeah, seriously.
Well,
he's even
yes,
got like
yeah,
a
too.
giant blue Beetle ship, and you see that for a minute in the trailer.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Ted Cord's ship.
yeah.
Didn't James Gunn say something about Booster Gold?
I just need it.
I think he did. Yeah, I think,
I think
he
he
talked
did.
about it. in
So
his
maybe
little-
he's going to let this Blue Beetle exist.
to just de-age Nathan Fillion by 15
I was
years.
gonna say,
Yeah.
isn't the only person who can play
He's
it
really
Nathan
the
Fillion?
only
Yeah.
Gold. And he's played him. He played him in the animated series.
Yeah.
but,
Yep.
Let's see. We also got news, and this is for the Spooky Time Club. And
Who are
you
they?
and you tell me if this is a thing because X, the movie. X?
Yeah, X and then Pearl, which I still haven't seen yet.
Okay, well you
Yeah.
better do that because
know.
there's another
Pearl,
one.
yeah.
Oh, Rebecca, we need to watch Pearl.
Wait,
I know.
Because
That'll be our
Pearl's the
next
prequel to X, right?
Yeah.
Pearl?
Because there's another movie.
Yeah, MaXXXine.
MaXXXine, 3 X's.
Is the dequel to...
It's the sequel. It takes place in the 80s.
So it's this... Wait,
So-
the sequel to Pearl.
It's a sequel to X.
I hope somebody finally does something set
So,
in the 80s that
so
shows how
internal
sucky it is.
chronological order is Pearl, then X, and then MaXXXine.
and X was in the 70s?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
See,
call it
I
the
didn't.
dequel.
I didn't see any of these. So, but here's your cast: Kevin Bacon, Bobby Cannavale,
Okay.
Michelle Monaghan. They're all going to be in it. Giancarlo Esposito is going to be in this.
All the way in.
Is this a scary movie?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
a little concerned because X and Pearl are like super indie darlings.
Yeah.
And so have a wee bit of a concern about adding all of these big names. Like I'm sure it'll be great.
You've got Elizabeth Debicki. You've got Lily Collins. Halsey is going to be in it.
Wait,
Cool.
Yeah,
Halsey?
Halsey.
Yeah.
You know the singer.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Good for her.
They.
Other than the cast, we don't
Yes,
know
good
anything
for
about
that,
it.
yes.
I guess we'll bring the Spooky Time Club out of retirement so we can cover this.
Please do, because you've got to cover this. I need to know what it's about.
Yeah, if you haven't seen X, here the best part about X is Kid Cudi hangs dong, but it's like
Yeah,
it's comical how large it is.
It's like...
You don't see it; you see its shadow.
Like we were watching it, and my dog did the head tilt. Like,
You just kind of look at it and go, oh, it looks like it's half after 3.
But X also does portray the scariest thing to ever exist, which is horny old people.
yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah.
you've heard of those, haven't you?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
okay.
I-
You guys know.
Just check.
It was.
we
was-
aspire.
It was terrifying.
Yeah, we aspire.
Yeah, so most people make it to our age and they're still horny.
You know, again,
doing
erectile
okay.
dysfunction. We advertise it.
Picard,
called.
check it out. Check out
Picard,
their deep
check
dive
it
on
out.
Monday.
Then okay, you two.
Yeah, what's up?
This is for you.
Wait, who to?
You two. Jay, Rebecca.
Okay.
Power of the babe.
Extraction.
Destruction!
Extraction 2.
Yes.
You got a trailer for
He's extraction again.
Extraction 2.
Extraction. I love it.
I didn't know his name in the
Is
show.
Extraction Jones.
It might as well be. Because you're trying to tell me Tyler Rake?
Yeah, Rake is back, baby.
How do you spell
Hashtag
Rake?
Rake is back.
R-A-K-E?
Yes.
Lame.
No,
You're
not,
lame.
Not like the garden tool, like the ne'er-do-well. Like
You
the,
go extract something.
Yeah.
like a very,
But stick from your butt.
But also,
Too high up there.
I went down the extraction hole, the rake hole.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
And because I didn't see the first
I
one.
just heard from legal. You are allowed to say that.
I am? Okay. Thank you. Thank you, legal.
Thanks, Mike.
He died at the end of the first
No,
one.
he did not.
no, he
he went to
didn't.
go meditate at the bottom of a lake, and he's just been waiting for the next distraction.
Meditation.
Meditation.
Wait a minute.
He doesn't need air.
No, he does not.
No, in this trailer, the lines, Tyler, you were clinically dead 9 months ago.
Resurrection.
All right. Anyway, restraction.
They extracted
you
him
were-
from the dead.
Jay, you were just so close to an Opera Man skit right
You
now.
really were.
Resurrection.
So that's Netflix June 16th for you two.
Y'all
I want a watch party between
that's
the two
cute.
of you.
Y'all don't understand. The night that I saw that movie, I was texting Rebecca like aggressively. I don't think I used a single lowercase letter. It's just me yelling at her, spelling horribly.
And that's how Jack Kerouac wrote. So.
That's right.
Hey, it's actually a fun movie, though.
It's such
It's
a fun
good.
movie.
I liked it.
It's
I'll give it. It's
it's done by stuntmen. It's
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
the
okay.
directors of
When you
stunt-
get stuntmen making movies, you get like
It's-
So
good
you get
action.
your John Wicks. You get your thing.
Right.
Well, what's that other one that had Jamie Foxx in it
uh,
with the vampires?
Day Shift. Yes.
Day Shift.
Yeah.
that one also done by a stuntman, which is why there was an insane amount of
You
stunts.
know another movie done by a stuntman? Smokey and the Bandit. Anyway. Smokey and the Bandit. Yep. Let's see. Doctor Who news.
Who?
Exactly.
Bingo.
The TARDIS has picked up a new star for the next season. And if you watch, I think it's RuPaul's Drag Race, you've seen Jinkx Monsoon.
Jinkx Monsoon.
I
Jinkx
don't
Monsoon.
know how I feel about my Doctor Who going woke all of a sudden.
Wait a minute.
all of a sudden.
All of a sudden.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, Jinkx Monsoon is a performer from RuPaul's Drag Race.
The new guy who plays Doctor Who, he's also in the Barbie movie.
Is he?
He's just a Ken.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he is the Jinkx has appeared in Steven Universe on Broadway in Chicago as Mama Morton, apparently. RuPaul's Drag Race. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see.
Awesome.
Jinkx
I
Monsoon.
don't know what this is, but it's cool.
It's a drag performer.
I like how every 18 to 27 months you get 3 episodes of Doctor Who, whether you're ready or not.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's a question for those who watch the Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power TV show.
So
Okay.
me?
So you,
I
I
watched
can
it.
tune
there
right
any-
out.
you,
Yeah.
you.
What's the question?
Here's the question. Did you finish it?
No.
Yes.
You all did?
I did-
Yes.
I did not.
Oh,
You did
Tony,
not?
you're the
Holy
reason.
hell.
I gave up.
Okay.
I watched the hell out of that show. Every episode, twice.
50% of the people that started it apparently. did
I'm not the weird
50%
one.
of the people that are watching this episode won't finish it.
I know, right?
Fair.
But that's what the algorithms, the mysterious algorithms, have told us, that 55% of the viewers abandoned the show along the way.
I like the people that
Because
were...
they didn't like woke Lord of the Rings.
It wasn't woke.
No.
Tolkien was an
It's just-
anti-industrialist. It was woke from inception.
I mean,
Other stuff came out mid-season, and I just never went back.
you
to
never
it.
went back,
Yeah.
did you?
As simple as that.
There was a lot of stuff that it was on my radar to watch it, and I started. I was like, oh, I forgot. I was like, oh, there's so much I have to know.
Yeah, it's a new examination of Amazon Studios. A Hollywood Reporter mentions only 37% of Rings of Power's U.S. viewers stuck around through the 8th episode.
And
'Cause
that costs so much to
Wasn't
make.
it at the same time of House of the Dragon? So people can only fit like one fantasy
Yeah.
thing in their brain at a time.
But really, it comes down to
was,
this.
yeah.
If you base a Tolkien series off of the Silmarillion, a book that only 30% of the people who try to read finish, then only 30% of the people are going to finish watching. Because
I like that math.
That is literally like it's like Bible study.
No, this show isn't based off the Silmarillion.
That's Book of Lost Tales, all that stuff, but still, it's
because they don't have the rights to that. It's based off the appendix of Return of the King.
But who finished that, dog? Like that's what I'm saying. Like Lee's
That's
point
what
is
I'm saying.
solid.
That's
I read the.
Can we talk
appendix
about
to
Barbie again?
Yeah. So no, I mean they made a show for me and I watched it. Thank you.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Let's talk about music real quick, and then we'll find out what you've been consuming. James Gunn released the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 mixtape.
Okay.
It's on Spotify.
how many songs is it?
There are over a dozen. Let's see.
150.
Wow.
You've got Radiohead Creep, the acoustic version.
Okay.
Heart Crazy on You.
Okay.
It's from the 70s. Also, this is a real reach. Rainbow, Since You've Been Gone. Rainbow. Rainbow.
I don't think it's that one.
is no,
It's definitely not that
no.
one.
Rainbow is a British supergroup. That's where Ronnie James Dio came from.
That was Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah.
So there's like somewhere in the world right now,
Yeah.
somebody just heard this news and went, "Yeah, Rainbow,
Rainbow, man. Space Hog, In the Meantime.
good song,
Earth, Wind, and Fire, Reasons.
great song."
Flaming Lips, Do You Realize?
Oh my God, I could
song.
honestly go without hearing that song another day in my life.
Unfortunately, "Do You Realize" is a funeral song.
Well, and that's
Hey.
why I keep
Whoa,
saying
whoa.
that
I
you
just
They're
think
gonna
of-
play it at Drax's funeral.
leave that damn raccoon alone,
I just
James
think
Gunn.
of that poor dead raccoon while they play
They're
that song.
not gonna kill the raccoon.
And
He's dead.
Carrie sobbing from the back row
I
of the
will
theater.
be a complete and total mess.
They're
If you're
not.
messing
They're gonna tease you with the little raccoon death,
I'm gonna
but
be a
then
mess
they're gonna kill Drax.
seeing this movie anyway.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be a
and
mess.
then he's going to come back in Guardians 4, and they're going to be like, "Rocket, you were meditating at the bottom of the lake for 9 months."
It's gonna be Rocket's gonna die, and they're gonna stuff his body and put it on the ship, just like they did with IG-88 in Star Wars when they put his corpse in the
Wow.
in the central
Absolutely
plaza.
not.
Wow. All right.
Taxidermied rocket.
Hey everybody, check out the statue we made of our dead
Yeah,
hero.
exactly.
This is our dead friend.
We've got Faith No More, We Care a Lot, which features the line, "We care a lot about Transformers because they're more than meets the eye."
Okay.
That's a good song. I loved it when I was 15.
You've got the Minuet Waltz from this Japanese orchestra.
So just a waltz.
Yehaumek is what it's called. Anyway, Alice Cooper doing "I'm Always Chasing Rainbows," which is a Judy Garland song, apparently.
So rainbows appears to be a theme.
Yes.
and also the first time we've mentioned Alice Cooper twice in a show.
Yes. The Mowgli's, San Francisco. You've got, the LA band X, "Poor Girl."
Great band.
This Is the Day.
Great song.
You've got Beastie Boys, "No Sleep Till Brooklyn." Florence and the Machine is the newest.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
that's new.
Most
some Florence and the
contemporary.
Machine.
Florence and the Machine would be on a Zune for sure.
You would be on a Zune.
That's a time jump.
Dog Days Are Over is the song. And finally, Badlands from Springsteen.
That is a lot of rainbow themed. So yeah, somebody's going.
Rainbow Bridge.
I have a
Yeah, somebody's
theory.
going to the Rainbow Bridge.
I have a theory.
Sorry,
They're
sorry, not
pulling.
sorry.
They're
Drax.
pulling a reverse Wizard of Oz with this.
Are you making fun of me? It's April.
No,
you
I'm-
legally
I'm
can't
just-
make fun of me
I'm
during
just
birthday
really-
month.
I'm really old, and my brain doesn't work.
What did you consume this week? Who wants to go first? And then we'll wrap this up and start the movie.
I'll go first.
All right, Tony.
2 movies to talk about. John Wick 4. Yeah. It was so good.
He's wicking again.
He's wicking again.
He's
I like
moisture
that.
wicking.
Yeah. Just a lot of fun. Oh, sorry.
John Wick
Good.
versus 5,000 stairs.
Yeah. Oh, that poor guy.
I want to see the algorithm when I do the moisture wicking joke. I want to see the numbers that drop.
You know, it's funny though because we say
Yeah,
John
that's where the numbers
They
drop.
made it
It's
40
too-
minutes, but
it's-
wicking too much.
It's
say-
too smart. It's too
It's
smart.
too smart.
We say John Wick versus 40,000 stairs. Everybody goes, "Oh," but you watch Raid Redemption where they're literally fighting on 40,000 stairs
That's
for
true.
2 hours, and people are like, "Yeah."
That sounds
Kicks
exhausting.
Oh, I love John Wick 4 though. It was really good. And then Carrie, you remember when your wife Sue told you the nicest, most romantic thing in
Most
the world?
romantic thing. You know, we're still stuck on Iron Man 3. Just so you know.
Incredible.
Okay. My wife said the most romantic thing in the world to me last week.
Watch all the Green Lantern movies. Oh,
Nope. She said that hurt.
That's it.
My heart.
I saw it.
I saw you drop into your soul. I just watched your little
my-
power ring return to the galaxy.
Yeah,
You just died.
I have it now.
Now Rebecca is worth
So
it.
what did she say?
Let's watch all the Arnold Schwarzenegger movies.
Incredible.
Oh. Yeah.
Yo,
Marry that woman. Oh, you did.
I already did.
Did you get to Red Heat yet?
Not yet. So
What are you starting with?
because I'm listening to his autobiography, Total Recall. The
course.
Does he read it? He has
only
to.
the first chapter.
Oh, somebody
He has
else reads it?
Yeah,
Oh.
which was a little bit disappointing.
But
But it's an Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonator.
about halfway through, and it's really, really good. But the first movie we started on, because guess what? Conan the Destroyer isn't available to stream anywhere.
Really?
Yeah. And even if you go on Amazon and try to rent it, this movie is not available.
But are you
So-
starting with the Hercules movies?
Not yet. We haven't got to those.
Hercules in New York's fantastic.
Because I just wanted to watch something quick last night. We watched Commando, 1985. Yeah.
So good.
So, John Matrix.
Yes.
To John Matrix.
John Matrix.
Is that really his name?
That
Yeah,
is
John
really
Matrix.
Ray.
Yeah.
It's so
Wait, just call him Ray.
My mom,
Tyler Rake versus John Matrix.
my
Terrible.
mom had an unhealthy obsession with that movie, and it was like the bit where he got in the rowboat and he's rowing.
Yeah.
and my mom would
because he
go,
does it in a Speedo for some
Yeah,
reason.
and my mom
Why
would be
not?
like, "Oh my!" And yeah, my dad didn't like that movie much.
For John Matrix, the world is made of paper mache. I mean,
Oh, so
you
is
see
he,
the things
is he
that
the
breaks?
Clark Kent?
Oh my God!
No, there's
he
a-
lifts a telephone booth over his head and
There's
smashes
a
it
great
down.
scene in the Glendale
It's so
Galleria
good.
where they do some fighting.
Yeah,
yeah.
So
Well,
anyway,
I need constant updates. I need
90
to know.
minutes. I will. I'll update every week. We
right.
watched Commando last night. 90 minutes of
Because
just
I'm
awesome.
waiting. I'm waiting for the Last Action Hero notes.
It's one of my favorite.
That's what I'm waiting
Arnold
for.
Schwarzenegger movies. So that's me for this week.
All right,
I got some.
Jay.
I got all right. I was recapping, but of course I got my Mandalorians in. My Abbott Elementaries.
Yes.
I need to watch Abbott Elementary.
My Ted Lassos was very nice. And then one of my favorites to watch with my wife, because she is in the musical theater, is Schmigadoons. And they went to, if you haven't seen it, it's got Cecily Strong.
Cecily Strong and Keegan-Michael Key.
Yeah, and it's just fun. And the first
Kristen Chenoweth, Alan Cumming, Dove Cameron.
Big
It's a lot of
Jane
good people.
Krakowski, a lot
Yeah.
of musical theater people. It's incredible.
Fred Armisen?
Fred Armisen.
Yeah.
I get so excited about
It's
Schmigadoon.
a good. So the first season was great and it had like a kind of the Oklahoma vibe.
Like an Oklahoma
Yeah,
vibe.
and then this one is
Schmigadoon.
Yeah, how do you say that?
Chicago.
Chicago.
And then we got
Chicago.
Titus Burgess in it.
I love him.
And he's great in that. So that's
Oh,
what
what's her name? Ariana Bose.
her.
Yeah.
And then let's see what else I know. So me and my wife been on an Idris Elba kick.
Yeah.
Well,
Hanging out with your wife while she watches it yourself.
Right. Look, I'm trying the path of
Can I
least
hang out? Can I
resistance.
hang out with you guys?
So we started watching Luther's on Hulu to catch up because we both started and we never found our way back to it. So then Hulu ran out of Luther's. So then I was like, well, I know a movie that you would love that has Chris Evans, Idris Elba, Negan from Walking Dead, and Zoe Saldana, The Losers. So
I love The Losers.
It's great.
So underrated.
It's such an underrated. So we watched The Losers. If you haven't seen, it's about 12 years old. Go back and watch it. You can see Heimdall, Captain America.
Zoe Saldana's there.
Yeah, and
I need to
Gamora.
watch
And
this.
yeah.
Have you never seen it?
No. It's a good
Oh my
one.
god, it is so. You're gonna love
based
it.
It's
off a
Tony.
comic
underrated.
book.
It's
Okay.
underrated. It's
Chris Evans gets to play the role of a lifetime.
Yep, he's actually really good in this. And then so we that was helped us with our Idris Elba kick. And then we just started watching Turn Up Charlie on Netflix. Where
Is that the show you were on?
no,
Oh.
no, no. Idris Elba plays like a past his prime DJ, and now he's a nanny, John. And it's just Idris Elba
Being himself.
being himself and babysitting this, for lack of better terms, difficult white woman. It's great.
Oh, they do have a better term for
Yeah, it's
What's the better term?
Karen. I'll
yeah.
say.
I didn't want to say it, but yeah, we'll just call her DWW. Or D Dubs. Can we call them D Dubs? I like that.
What about D Dub Dub?
Yeah, D Dubs.
D double dubs.
Yeah. So yeah, that's really it. And then what else? I've been reading.
What?
I've been reading books.
What you been reading?
Yeah, because I've been cleaning out my storage with at Egg's house and everything, and I found all these books that I just haven't read. So I've read like 2 pages, and I go to the next one, and I just
That is how it works.
Trying to spread it out.
yeah, I only get to the table of contents, but it's really fun. So no, that's it. Right. And I want to say thank you to people that
Yes.
did watch my comedy special. That That's really cool.
We loved it.
It's at 10,000 views in less than a week, so I'm very happy with that. We're gonna do another one soon, so thank you to everybody. That's all I have to say.
And what's the name of this current one?
It's called Unprecedented. And,
Unprecedented.
the reason why we called it that is because I came to Salt Lake to do a show, and then it sold out like maybe a few days before, and I was like, oh, we should probably do this because I haven't sold out in a long time in Salt Lake, so this is unprecedented, so that's what we're going to call it. And I hired a camera crew at the last minute, and it was great, and it all turned out wonderful, and I appreciate everybody that showed up, and I thank you for supporting the passion project.
Watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, watch it on YouTube or Tubi.
Or Tubi.
Tubi.
Yeah, Tubi got dollars.
Get that Tubi
Yeah, I'm
money.
trying to get that Tubi money.
Rebecca.
I went and saw Dungeons and Dragons again.
Again?
Yeah, it's so good.
I hear you got
It's so
bullied
good.
into it.
But then I also went to go see the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Oh, how is it?
So here's the thing. I am not burdened by the weight of nostalgia. You know,
Okay.
while you guys were playing video games, I was playing
Studying
with
the
Barbies
blade.
and reading
Oh.
books, studying the blade. Yeah. So I had fun. I thought it was fine. Like stuff would happen. I'm like, oh, I recognize that as a thing.
Let me
That's
tell
a
you,
hot topic.
if anyone comes after you about, oh, the story's not lore accurate, just tell them what lore.
Here's what I've said is
What are the, what?
I on Twitter I said the movie was fine. Like I had fun. But I don't know nothing about no Super Mario Brothers. So please don't come at me in these replies telling me all about Super Mario Brothers because I'm not gonna read it because I don't care. But I had fun. Like I thought the voice cast was great. Jack Black having so much fun.
That's just what he does.
Yeah.
now.
Clearly. Yeah.
It was fun kids movie. What I don't know what you want. Like
What do you want? Yeah.
yeah, like
It's making all the money right now.
as of Thursday, it made $90 million.
Yeah,
It wasn't even Friday yet.
Because since the pandemic, people are like, what am I going to do with these damn kids? Oh, movie.
Mario
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
That's why I agree.
Exactly.
There was like a take online last week about how some people wish there were more kids movies at the theaters, and I agree with that. Just because there's not a whole lot of options.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We're good? I think we're good.
Did Lee go?
Did Lee go? Lee?
No, I didn't.
You didn't go either.
Where-
Kerry.
where
Yeah,
am I?
I got just my
what-
usual.
He still won Iron
what
Man
day is-
3.
Oh,
Yeah.
Still working my way through that.
So, watching the greatest dramatic television series of all time, Yellow Jackets, which I also think it's also a comedy because I sure laugh because the tension is killing me.
Misty's the greatest comedic genius of our time.
Christina Ricci waited a long time to play this role, and the person who plays her as a teenager is amazing.
Perfect.
Super good.
So yeah, Yellow Jacket's not for the squeamish.
No.
So
Some of the cast puked.
yeah, and there's definitely reason as you get to episode 2 of season 2. Mandalorian this week. I honestly tell people if you can't have fun with Star Wars, then that's fine.
Yeah.
But
Then don't watch Star
why are you
Wars
watching?
anymore.
Remind yourself that this all came from a kid's show that was inspired by Larry Buster Crabbe, Flash Gordon movies.
Yeah.
And relax.
The people,
it's just a show.
Yeah, the people who are complaining about that, I always point them to the Droids cartoon that Lucas was responsible for. All right, don't talk to me about how this isn't Star Wars.
If
Look at that.
I had to suffer through B. Arthur dancing and singing with Greedo,
Suffer through.
I suffered through it. You can deal with Jack Black and Lizzo having the time of their freaking lives playing with Grogu.
I was just so happy to not be on a desert planet for
know.
once.
Yeah, and so just the second when Grogu does like that force leap over to sit on Lizzo's lap while she feeds him fish, I would have too.
When Lizzo says, I would like to hold the baby, that was just Lizzo being Lizzo.
Yeah, and there's pictures of her on social media of her with her Grogu collection.
Yeah.
She is a Grogu fan.
that's
She's a
awesome.
fan. She's a fan.
And then, Ted Lasso is fantastic. Also, yesterday I went to get my passport, and because passport
going?
offices are all delayed, I'm leaving the country, Rebecca.
I mean, that's why I asked.
Yeah, so
He's not telling anybody where
no,
he's going.
yeah, I'm international waters. is all I'm gonna say.
Extradition!
But my 4-hour wait at the passport office, I read the Chilton Toyota guide for 2017. So if
Nice.
you have problems with your Camry, let me know.
That's a good read.
help you out
That's a
with
good
that.
read. Yeah.
And then last night I started Monster Hunter Rise.
Oh, Lee. There's
My
other games to play before that
no,
one.
no, my Palico.
Hey, just
my,
be glad he's not playing Starfleet, whatever. What is
Star
it?
Citizen. And yes, I am glad.
Okay.
my
Star Citizen.
my little Palico, my kitty friend.
Yeah.
His name's Lord Rumblytum, and he watered a plant for me while I was getting my butt kicked by a badger monster.
Watered with what?
He has a water can.
Oh.
I don't know where he got it. I look over. I'm getting my butt kicked. I look over, and my little ninja cat's like watering a plant. I'm like, get over here and play, stupid! So
I told Jay a
I-
joke.
I give Monster Hunter Rise 12 out of stars.
12 out of
Nice.
stars.
Yeah.
Thank you all for coming. Happy birthday, Rebecca.
Thank you.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday.
month. Enjoy the Saturday matinee Con Air.
Yeah, dude.
Bye, YouTube.
All right, YouTube.